you want me recording that. I'm Kai Harris from Melbourne, Australia. I came out to Istanbul to get my teeth done. Really stoked with the results. Came to Best Clinic Istanbul. They've been absolutely stellar, 5 stars. Look, the main thing for me was self-confidence, really. I had a gap between my teeth for most of my life. My teeth weren't the whitest, let's say, putting it nicely. I am an actor. I've done a lot of television work in Australia. For me, my teeth was always a weakness, I would think. Maybe being a bit brutal on myself, but that's how we are, and that's my prerogative. I got some top teeth binders, I think they're called, done in Australia in 2017 with the intentions to go on and get veneers. However, the veneers I was quoted in Australia were $1,500 a tooth. 20 times 15, do the math. It's bloody expensive. Plus, I needed 6 root canals to get that job done. A root canal in Australia is another $2,000 on top of that. So add 12 grand to the 20 times 15. You're looking at about 37,000 bucks, I think it is, something like that. I needed this done for me, for my self-confidence, and not just for that sort of stuff. It was just everyday life. I'd catch myself in the mirror and I had those 6 done up the top and I had sort of black, the teeth were like dead on the sides. Call it vanity, call it whatever you want, I don't really care. I'd catch myself smiling in the mirror and I'd see the black teeth on the sides or yellow teeth at the bottom. I had the Neapolitan triple color rainbow teeth thing going on, yellow on the bottom, white at the front, black on the sides. It was no good. And like I said, maybe I was being a bit hard on myself, but who cares? That's my prerogative. That's my thing if I want to do that. It's about me and how I feel. And it's about how I wanted to feel. And Best Clinic Istanbul has restored that self-confidence in me for a brilliant price, great service. My dentist, Dalira, was hilarious. Made me feel at home. I was freaking out getting the procedure done. Not going to lie. Had 20 of my teeth shaved. I looked vampiros. But look, that was for 3 days. And then I went in and Dalira capped me and she just did such a great job. I felt no pain. She really calmed me down, helped me chill out. But look, like I said, all that process aside, for me, it's a self-confidence thing. This helps me just feel good about myself. And maybe that's vanity, I don't care. I want to feel good about myself. When you feel good, you look good. When you look good, you feel good, right? So for me, it was about feeling good for myself, to feel good again. I'm a personal trainer, so I have a fitness business in Melbourne these days. I do whatever acting work I can get, but predominantly I'm a personal trainer. I have a fitness business, so I am image conscious. I have to look healthy, got to have a healthy smile. I also work in security. I'm a nightclub bouncer, and I work at very nice establishments. And being a bouncer these days, it's a customer service-based role. I'm dealing with customers a lot, sorting out issues, helping people out, being a friendly face, being a smiling face. And I wanted to be confident with that smile. And I wanted to feel good with my smile. How did that go? Well, amazing. I can't stop smiling. I absolutely love the result. Just wanting to feel confident to get back into getting really good acting jobs. I just literally just one day I was like, I'm doing it. I'm getting this done. I'm photographs as well. Okay. Yeah. So seeing photos of myself smiling or videos of me talking because I do a lot of commentary work for an action sports channel, and I'd do interviews and I'd be smiling and laughing on these interviews, and I'd see my smile just wasn't how I wanted it to be. And it's about how I want it. It's not for anyone else. It's for me. What I did was for me and how I want to feel and how I want to look. And that was the motivation for me to step up and get the job done. So yeah, we had a really bad experience at another place. They had the super duper website. Basically, I think they'd paid Google off. So if you Google sort of dental care in Istanbul, boom, theirs comes up first. And it's a great website. You know, their smoke and mirrors is 5 stars. They were great at pulling the wool over your eyes. Quoted us, it quoted my wife 6,000 US. So and showed us hotel photos of a hotel that was insane. So of course jumped on it, and I'd booked in to get mine done there as well. A friend of mine actually told me, just beware of these guys. You can get scammed. I've got a pretty good head about me. I've traveled the world. I'm not a 20-year-old man anymore. Might look it, but so I'm pretty street smart with this stuff, and I smelled a rat. Anyway, we got there. First of all, we got to Istanbul, and they took us to I'd say a 3-star hotel. It was garbage. And we said, "What's going on?" And they said, "Oh, we don't work with the hotel we showed you in the photos." What did you show us the photos for? Like, that's a bit weird, right? So anyway, then we got to their clinic, and they tried to full-on staunch my wife. So my kids can be a handful, and we had the kids there. So I took the kids back to the hotel, leaving my wife alone, which I should never have. They took her into one of their consultancy rooms and gave her a price for the job that she wanted done, and then upped it by 10,000 US. That's right. The price went from 6K to 16K US in 1 minute. And not only that, the fella didn't have everything planned up on a laptop, and he was writing it down on a notepad. Oh yeah, calculator. Dude, dodgy, not chill. All right. So anyway, my wife said, "I'd like to have a quick chat with my husband, and we'll get back to you." And they said, no, here, you can call him now on our phone. Bro, that is so bad, right? So anyway, they try to staunch my wife, stand over my wife, intimidate my wife. Then they make her call me on the spot, and she says, "Babe, it's gone from 6K to 16K. What should I do?" And I go, "Dip out." Right? So then she says, I'm going to leave. And they say, "Okay, we'll call you a taxi." So it takes over an hour for the taxi to come. So they leave her sitting in the front waiting room, where obviously they think she's going to change her mind because she's just sitting there thinking it over, great tactic, right? So then another manager comes out and says, "Come and have a quick chat with me." Takes her into another room, and he just stands over her and stares her in the eye and says, "Why don't you just get it done?" And she's like, "What are you doing? Like, what are you trying to do?" My wife's tough. She's from Barcelona. She doesn't muck around, right? So this guy's standing over her, looking her in the eye, and then he starts laughing at her. Like, she goes, "What's so funny? What are you laughing at?" And he goes, "What are you going to do? Are you going to get it done or not?" She goes, "No, I'm not getting it done. Move, I'm leaving." Right? The price went up. The hotel went down. The intimidation went up. Not cool. Intimidation, price hike, false advertising with the hotel, and then overcharging for taxis. Not cool. Not cool. We found Best Clinic Istanbul, contacted them. My wife got the same job she was going to get done, the whole deal, plus more, for 7,000 US with better materials. Better materials. I got the entire job that I was going to get done with better materials for 4,000 US less than the same place had quoted me. So basically my wife found Best Clinic Istanbul. She's the manager, I'm the boss. And she was searching through while sitting in the waiting room of the other place. And Best Clinic Istanbul popped out to her. So she contacted the medical assistant, Ayub, and he was super professional off the bat. Professional. So I'm still learning to talk with my new teeth. All right. So your wife. So basically, your wife is the one. Let's go. All right. Ayub, the medical consultant, he was super professional off the jump. He showed her the surgeons, and they were the actual surgeons instead of replacing it with Scooby-Doo when we got there. Okay, so my wife contacted Ayub. She contacted me first, and I said, talk to this guy. Give him a go, see how you feel. She got straight back to me. She said this guy was great. He was really professional with his approach. He showed me the clinic, the surgeons, the dentists. I could look them up and read about all of them. He just nailed it. He got it right. Okay, so the first translator we got assigned was Sarah. She was brilliant. I'm talking brilliant. This girl's 23 years old, switched on, okay? Made us feel completely at ease. Went through everything with us. Hands down, she was 5 stars. She was brilliant, okay? And that's a big deal. Coming from another country, not speaking the language, already getting scammed, there's a trust factor. That trust factor was built. Trust, it's earned, and it can be lost in a second, okay? Like respect. Respect is earned, respect is lost in a second. Earned, brick, 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 boom. She built that wall of trust and respect. She was amazing. I'm talking, she was amazing. Like, that girl needs a pay rise. All of you guys do. My kids are wild. They look angelic, but they are savage little beasts. All right, and it's hard for us to take them places. They're 2 years old and 4 years old, and they're wild little boys. They're little Aussie boys. They like to rumble. They're not quiet. They're a handful. We were treated so good at the clinic. I was worried taking them there because they wrestle, they muck around, they throw their toys. We didn't cop any grief from anyone. So if you've got kids and you're stressed out, oh, I don't want to take the kids, where are we going to put them? Do it. Just bring it. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. You're not going to cop the evil eye. You're not going to cop dirty looks. You're not going to cop any savage comments. None of it. None of it. So tolerant. These guys were so tolerant. Hat off. Hat off to Best Clinic Istanbul, because my kids are a bloody handful. Okay, look, from the heart, this has been a really, really good experience. For me, getting my teeth fixed, getting that self-confidence back in my smile, feeling good about myself, and the treatment. We just got treated so well here in Turkey. The Turkish people were so nice to us, so nice to my kids, so tolerant, so giving. They bent over backwards for us, took us, took us as we were and didn't give us a hard time about anything. What we saw was what we got, and that's the most important thing. What we saw is what we got. If they said something, they stuck to it. Even if they had to do an add-on or whatever, I had to get a root canal or even two added on. They stuck with what the quote was given is what we got. That, to me, speaks volumes. I don't put my name to anything I don't believe in. I wouldn't sit here and do this interview if I didn't believe in it. I'd have just said, no, thank you. I don't want to do an interview. But I'm doing it because it's true. So on top of being amazing and giving us stellar service and product, the Clinic Istanbul, best clinic Istanbul, the best clinic in Istanbul, took us on a tour. Adam was amazing. Took us to the tower, took us down to the bridge. Of course, I've got little kids. They wanted to see the fishermen. We saw the sights, took us to places we hadn't been before. We had a really good time. It was actually, we were speaking about it just before, my wife and I. It was definitely one of the highlights because, as I said, we did bring two little kids here. So taking them to the bazaar or whatnot, you need these little buggers on a rope, okay? So actually being able to go out and spend the day with Adam was awesome, really awesome, a highlight of our trip. Thank you very much, Adam, seriously. Beautiful, yeah. We really appreciate that sort of stuff. It goes so far. It goes so far. Just that little extra touch, human touch.